Hello everybody, and welcome back to another stream. I hope everybody's doing well today. Welcome in, Max. I hope you're doing well. We are back with another stream, as always. We're going to be playing some more Deadzone Rogue today, and the goal is to start actually completing some of the Zone 3 specialty missions, because we finally finished the Zone 3 story mission. Thank God, that took forever. So now we can start working on the Zone 3 specialty missions, which is going to get us a lot of like new gear. A lot of, there's I think 2 guns, a melee weapon, 2 perks, and like some other miscellaneous stuff as item rewards. And then obviously like a bunch of weapon skins and stuff, which is whatever. I don't really care. But yeah, the important stuff is obviously like the new weapons and the new perks and stuff like that. So we're going to be jumping into it and trying to clear as many of them as we can in the time we have available for us to stream. So yeah, that's going to be the plan. I believe we're going to try to get one of the perks first. I think that's the first mission and it's the perk that makes the most sense to get. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. Let's play some video games, shall we? All right. So we go to Zone 3. And so, yeah, the reward for Legion, the Legion quest, first off, encounters have a high concentration of elite enemies. The reward for it is Combat Instincts perk. So this gives us 25% weapon damage, 15% movement speed and sprint speed, and a 35% chance to dodge for 1 second after dashing. Sounds pretty unique. Sounds interesting. So hopefully this doesn't take too long. Hopefully this does not take 4 streams like the the story mission did to clear. Because that was miserable. Turn down my light brightness. I got a new ring light, by the way, guys. I don't know if you noticed. My funny story about that. My dad and my girlfriend both got me a new ring light. And they both arrived on the exact same day, which was very funny and very ironic and very confusing for Becky, because she's like, she ordered it for me and then it came in, but she ordered it to herself, right? She like ordered it off Amazon under her account, and so it was shipped to her. And so we got a package and she opened it up and it was addressed to me. So we opened it up and Becky starts pulling it out and she's like, what? Like, what? And I'm like, what's wrong? And she's like, I'm so confused. I didn't order this. I'm like, what is it? And she goes, it's a ring light. I'm like, oh, like my dad must have ordered that for me. That's like, we were talking the other day about it. I was like, we were talking the other day about stream and stuff like that, and he had noticed that I was having difficulties with my lighting, and so he must have ordered that for me. I was like, that's pretty sick. And she laughs and walks over to the other package that she had ordered, the one that she had ordered, I should say, and starts opening it up, and she's just laughing the whole time. I'm like, what is going on? And she pulls out like the exact same ring light. Like, it's a slightly different brand, but it's the exact same thing. They both ordered a ring light and they both got delivered on the exact same day. We were dying. It was so funny. I don't know what kind of build we should do. Let's do ammo weak point. I like never do ammo weak point. Maybe we'll have a little bit of fun. We'll have a kooky, crazy build. Hey! That guy was scary. What the? Huh? There's a frost Nyx? Nixus? Whatever they're called? I've never seen that guy before. Let's stick with the Harrier for right now. I usually never use this gun. Extra grenade damage, powder keg, knuckle dusters. I mean, if we're going for ammo weak point, it doesn't really make sense to go for the grenade damage, even though it gives us progress toward fracture chain. I don't really want powder keg. So I guess we'll just go knuckle dusters. It's kind of lame, but sure. Secondary weapon, procs primary weapon. Party time, grenade. Reroll that. Smart bullets. We've seen how good that can be. Specialist. Consecutive weak point hit. Sure. We'll try to get some value out of Dunce Cap. I feel like Dunce Cap's a pretty odd item to work with. I can't stream for too long tonight because I do have to shower and get ready for work tomorrow, and I actually gotta shave too. Wow, I did not see that sniper turret at all, and that could have been really bad for me. I don't know, Dunce Cap might be pretty decent with the burst rifle here, because we stack up the extra weak point damage pretty quickly. And it's not like an SMG where the individual bullets don't do that much damage. Might be pretty good. Alright, Psionic, Cryo, and Iron Blood Engine. I've been doing a lot of the new elements, Psionic and Plasma, so let's try Cryo. Yeah, I feel like this gun kind of sucks. Which is probably why I never use it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just don't use items, or like you don't use something and you're like, man, I wonder why I never really use this. And then you use it and you're like, wow, I really remember why I don't use this. Tourniquet, tea leaves, ranged enemies. Sure, I don't know. Well, this is an ugly room. Alright, let's start over here, I guess. I'm doing a lot of damage. What the hell? Why'd that guy just jump like that? Yeah, I'm doing a lot of damage. The extra weak point damage is really helping, I think. Anyway. I don't know. There we go. Nice and easy. Are there any secrets in here? Secret. No. Leadhead, Vitalizer, and Bot Companion. I mean, the consecutive shots would be nice. Consecutive striker. I always go Leadhead, but we're gonna go Leadhead again. It's just such a good perk. Okay. It just gives you that gun damage.
Moving and shooting.
That would give us Specialist. And we get Extra damage for reloading after each bullet was reloaded, but it's only for 2 seconds, which is not really what we're going for. Secondary weapon, primary weapon. Replenish ammo when you proc an element. That gives us ice barrier. Killing chilled enemies grants damage resistance. When killing an enemy affected by chill, gain a stack of ice barrier. Each stack reduces incoming damage by 5%. Lose 1 stack per 20 damage received. Sure, I mean, we're not really going for like an elemental proc build, but it's not a bad item. Alright, we have to try to re-roll this. What do we want? Cryo. Okay, we'll take freeze. I would much prefer shatter, but we'll take freeze.
I feel bad for whoever wrote this.
His damage is really nice. Like, I'm very surprised by the amount of damage that we're doing. It feels really good. Affix reroll, stim cap, monocle. I mean, this gives us progress toward consecutive striker, but I don't really want it, so I'm just gonna go monocle. Okay. Yeah, dude, the damage is kind of nuts right now. We're shredding through these guys. Ow. Maybe the dunce cap is actually OP. Switch hitter, bot companion, reactive defense. We don't have progress toward any of them. I don't know, screw it. Let's go bot companion. I never go bot companion. Ooh, this is a tough room, I think. Ow. Ouch. Oh my god. I'm getting annihilated right now. I didn't even like know which enemies to look at in this room. Holy, that was a bad room. There was like no cover anywhere, and all of those enemies were awful. Sheesh. Extra weak point damage, weapon swap speed, grenades, replenish ammo. Let's go. Weak point damage. Nitroglycerin powder again. Let's do more weak point damage. Sure. Maybe we can get like a sniper rifle? Maybe we can go kind of crazy with a large magazine sniper rifle. That'd be kind of silly, I think. Do we swap to the pulsar? I don't think so, honestly. I think I'm gonna keep the Harrier. Again, I just never use this gun, so we're gonna try it. And the damage output has actually been like surprisingly decent. Hey. I can't stop that guy from. Oh, oh, oh. I can't stop the fabricator bot from printing it up. Ow! Ow! Dude, stop it! Oh my god, man. I hate spiders. I hate the spiders. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. You cannot change my mind that spiders are the worst enemy type in this game. You can't change my mind. It's impossible. This guy's freaking fabricating spiders. Stop. Stop! Stop fabricating spiders! Please! There we go. That room was miserable. Companion bots, 15 extra health and damage, gain an elemental enhancement, receive all of your elemental damage bonuses, extra fire rate, health damage, ADS move speed, weak point damage, weak point shots ricochet for 30% damage. Sure! We're all about that weak point damage here. 1327 for a headshot on a burst rifle is insane. No, the spider! Oh, he ricocheted. Ah, the spider! No! No! Stop! Absolute bane of my existence. Yeah. 1300 damage with a single bullet from a burst rifle that has 90 bullets is kind of nuts. Stagger chance on weak point hits. I guess we're just going for a weak point build. Okay, that Nyx is going to be a little bit scary. Never mind, he's dead. Something's above? Oh, there it is. I was like, what is above me? This is kind of nice. I like it. I like this. This feels good. Primary weapon, extra magazine size, minus recoil. Every second firing gives 10% damage resistance. I don't know how that works with a burst rifle. Extra proc chance. Chill now reduces attack speed by 15 and movement speed by an initial 10. I'm just gonna go heavy-handed. I don't know how the damage resistance gets calculated. I don't know where it shows it and stuff like that, but artificial heart, cherry bomb, crit. Artificial heart gives engineer. I don't really have anything else that I want, and I don't want to reroll, so I guess we'll just do artificial heart. It's a good superior item, to be fair.
What'll it be?
We only missing 5 health, so I'm not gonna buy. Not gonna buy health. I'm gonna save my scrap. Oh my god, this room is miserable. Wowee. Never mind, we just do so much damage. Yeah, if we can come like consistently hit the weak point on enemies, we shred with this weapon. This is nice. It's telekinesis, whatever. At least it's a purple nade, so. Extra fire rate after reloading, minus spread while hip fire. None of these really do anything for us in and of themselves, but I guess we'll just take overclocked core because it's a good item and it gives us progress towards consecutive striker, so we'll take it. Welcome back from your walk. How was it? Oh, nice. Oh! Jesus! Oh my god, those guys scared me. Plasma. Flower up here, yeah. Okay, cool. Companion bot, respawn 50% faster, extra health and damage, secondary weapon which we're not using, so I guess we'll take The faster respawn.
Guess this used to be a data center of some kind.
Woo! Yeah, I wonder how this build would be with like a sniper rifle or something. Could be fun to try one day. Just like super mega weak point damage sniper rifles. Although honestly, this might even just be better than sniper rifles because we just do a stupid amount of damage anyway, and we just have a like way faster rate of fire. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty nice though. Proc chance, stagger chance, crit chance, but it gives railgunner, which charges are consumed when you reload. Yeah, we're not really reloading, so we don't really need railgunner. We're almost done anyway. We're already on sector 15 out of 20. We only have 5 more rooms left. I'm gonna re-roll this because these don't do anything. That's fine. Dude, the game so badly wants me to have nitroglycerin powder. We'll take large bayonet, I guess. Is my axe freeze? Yeah. I still don't know whether or not if you have 2 weapons that are freeze, if you get like double proc chance with those items. I don't know. Ooh. Let's try it. Let's just try semi-auto rifle with this build. I feel like the burst rifle might be a little bit better, but we'll try the Revenant. Okay, it's a little bit hard when we can't hit the weak spot of an enemy. I will not lie to you. The damage does go down pretty significantly. These flowers are so difficult to hit the weak spot on because as soon as you shoot them, they like close up. That's pretty good damage though. Not bad. Extra bot, secondary, chill. Let's just take the extra bot. I don't know. Kind of just taking whatever at this point. This this run is pretty much donezo. No, my companion bot. He took the bullet from me. Poor guy. I feel like that's the best thing companion bots are useful for, is just taking enemy aggro. Like, they don't really do that much damage, I don't think. Shock absorber, stim cap, biogel. None of these I care about. See if we can get a weak point hits there. Oh, mine goblin around the corner. Oh, dude, my ricochet just did 1400 damage to this flower right above me. That's pretty nice. Tractor beam. Mine goblin. Mine goblin. It's pretty nice to be able to one-shot enemies like that. Alright, a second legendary helmet. Cool. What do we got? What do we got? Extra bot, sidearm, shield targets to within 10 meters take 25% damage. So we'll just go for the extra bot. We have all the bots in the world. Oh, is this the last sector? I think it is. Oh my gosh, I can one-shot fire zombies? That's pretty nuts. That's pretty crazy. Oh god! I totally thought the switchblade was dead. I will not lie to anybody. I 1,000,000% thought that guy was dead. That scared the crap out of me. I just heard him behind me go "Arr!" as he was winding up. I'm like, No, it's a true story. Sure. This is the last room. Ah, yes, with 2 singular fabricator bots. Definitely. Of course, no other enemies will spawn. Whoa, bro. Don't be spawning right next to me. Okay, everyone's spawning right next to me now. My companion bots! Leave him alone! Oh my goodness. See you later, man spider. What the heck? Alright. Well, that was both satisfying and incredibly unsatisfying.
My gear doesn't teleport with me. Actually, I don't want to think about it.
That was quite easy. Sweet, but that means we get access to Combat Instincts perk. So we'll have to pick that up in a future run. Return to ship. Very nice.
My head.
All right. So we completed that. Killing time gives us the ability to re-roll perk selection, which is nice, but eh. Curated Fate allows the reroll of Item Orb, and Chromatic Cells, which is the other perk, gives plus elemental damage, and applying an elemental debuff has a 30% chance to apply an additional elemental debuff. That's pretty cool. Let's do this. Uniform Chaos. Saw this before we went down last time. I was wondering what it was. It's just a door, apparently. Alright. Maybe we can get the new perk on this run. That'd be cool. Okay. Bunch of mine launchers. Also, I very recently discovered that with semi-auto weapons, you can actually just hold down the trigger and it'll just fire it like an automatic weapon. Which kind of defeats the purpose of it being semi-auto. But also, I wish I had known that when I was doing the starter pistol only runs, because Jesus Christ, my finger was killing me at the end of those. Sniper rifle. Nice, I picked a sniper rifle and then immediately went into a room filled with tiny spiders. Love it. Yo, why is this guy yapping at me? Short range elemental, hipfire, weak point, ammo, weak point. None of these are good for sniper rifles. Reroll. Long range, weak point, aiming, weak point. Aiming weak point gives 100% weak point damage. This can give a maximum of 150. Bonus per meter of distance. So this, you would need to be, what's 100 divided by 7.5? I'm struggling. What's 100 divided by 7.5? My brain is not able to compute. 100 divided by 7 point. Nope. 7.5. 13. Alright, so you would need to be at least 13 meters away from an enemy to get full... to get more value out of this than aiming weak point. Weak point hits can stun enemies versus weak point hits on healthy targets grant a damage bonus. let's do this, and maybe let's try to get the most single, like the singular highest damage number that's possible. Let's try that. So like, how far is this guy? 23? Okay, so it really is, like, that's 13 meters. It's deceptively short. So we just need to be that far away from enemies when we're shooting them to get, like, maximum value out of this perk. So I think we can do it. I think we can do it pretty comfortably. Grenades mark enemy. Oh. Oh. Monkey brain like big numbers. Front load. Epic. Plus 80% damage from your first bullet. My goodness. I am going to make the largest number you've ever seen. 50% chance to replenish 20% ammo. 30% damage and 15% move speed after exiting stealth. 10% damage for every enemy affected by... Okay, so this is in theory more damage, right? But we're not going to be afflicting a lot of enemies with elemental debuff. Unless I specifically go around and like just injure enemies and apply elemental debuff just to... That'd be silly. Let's just go phase booster. None of these give progress toward one we care about, right? Not really. So yeah, let's just go phase booster. And I believe we want an ion driver. I think ion driver does more single bullet damage than the crosspoint. 2268 is already really good. That's already a lot of damage. Oops. I think in order to get like the largest damage number possible, you would also have to have a crit build. Right, you would just have to like stack crit and weak point damage. So maybe we'll have to start stacking crit. Cool. Perk orb. 25% extra more, 25% more damage while above 50% shields. I think we want this because we want lightning damage if we're going for crit. So I'm going to take shield optimizer so that we don't take an elemental damage type. And this room is full of slugs, and I hate that. Not because I hate slugs, but because these guys are really freaking annoying. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Don't really care. Yeah, and we are gonna want to look for something to passively reload the first bullet of our gun over and over again, for sure. Holy crap. An extra 40% damage from your first bullet. I mean, Monocle gives us an extra 20% damage to every shot, but this is an extra 40% damage to your first bullet. And I just want to see big numbers. That's a lot of damage. Now that's a lot of damage. Oops. We also deal 0 damage if you miss your first shot. Did you know that? If you miss the bullet, it deals 0 damage. The more you know. I guess we'll just take locked and loaded for extra weapon damage. Because again, we're looking for lightning damage. Definitely don't want alien's hand. Boomerang is eh. Ha ha. Guys, it's happening! It's happening! Plus 100% damage while aiming if you have not fired for 1 second. Guys, it's happening! Oh, I wish it told you like when exactly inhaler procs. It's happening, Becky. It's happening.
Something is.
It's happening!
I don't know what that is.
You gonna stay with me?
For a little bit, yeah.
Yay! It's happening! You ready? Oh, bye. ready to see how much damage I'm gonna do? Ready, 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 ready? If I do more than 5,000 damage on this headshot, I'm gonna pee my pants. I need you guys to not be walking at me. Thank you kindly. I need you to leave and go far so that my ranged thing can work, you know? Also, with the phase booster, it says 30% damage and 15% movement speed for 5 seconds after entering stealth. Do I exit stealth like the moment my bullet fire, like the moment my gun fires? Because then by the time, if there's bullet travel time, by the time my bullet reaches the enemy, I should. So like that's 63:32. This is okay, yeah. So we do get the extra damage from phase booster, so that does work properly. Also, I did say that if it did more than 5,000 damage, I was gonna pee my pants. So I guess I'm gonna pee my pants now. Hey, come back. Nice, I missed my last bullet. Hell yeah. Alright. What do we got? Elbow pad. Ooh. Unlucky. We don't get anything. Nothing that works for us. Do we get progress toward anything that would give us more damage? Barber Grenade gives us progress towards Specialist, which would give us more damage. 1% extra damage per every enemy of the same type that we kill. Elbow pads gives God freaking damn it, bro. I can't say that word. Dynamicism. Stim cap gives fast mover and consecutive striker. I mean, fast mover kind of works. 10% damage per stack when sprinting. 5% movement speed per stack, and then you lose 1 stack per second when not sprinting. So we would just like sprint around, build up a bunch of momentum, aim, and fire. Let's do it. It's like I'm... Oh no, I don't have the item yet. Duh. I was like, I'm building up stacks right now. I'm simply not. 9809. Okay. I believe that was a crit. Which again, it's really hard to do sniper rifle builds when you're absolutely ass at aiming. We definitely need to build crit, because we just did almost 10k damage with a single bullet with the crit. Extra weak point damage? Count me in. No, we didn't get lightning. No. That's so sad. Do any of these like make something that applies instant damage? I don't think so. I guess we'll just get fire. That's so sad. What are the I was like, what are the enemies in this room? Freaking flowers, dude. What are you even attached to? You're just floating. You're floating too. You guys are cheating. Bullshit. Unluckers. Reload speed when your magazine is empty. I mean, it gives us fast mover. Again, it doesn't do anything for us directly, but let's do it. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, you move so fast with this synergy. What the hell? Holy crap, dude, I'm zooming. What? Okay. Primary weapons proc your secondary weapon. Hot sauce. Dunce cap. Okay, I mean, I guess we'll take Dunce cap. 50% extra consecutive damage. So it's not going to help us with the first bullet of the room. Well, it could if we transfer the bonus from the previous room. Okay, it's doable. It's doable, guys. We didn't get fire, unfortunately. Okay, so we have to find a sniper rifle with fire on it. Okay, let's build up our momentum. Okay, and then we stop moving. I need to find like a good target here to do it on. We stop moving, we ADS for 1 second to proc our inhaler. We get our first bullet front load. Okay, you ready? You ready? It's gonna be this guy at the end of the hallway. Here we go. 8230 on a non-crit. That's not bad. That's not bad. What is bad is my aim. Okay, we do need to build dunce cap stacks. So I have to be like a little bit accurate with my shooting. So that way in the next room we have our dunce cap stacks already stacked. These are all English sentences I'm saying, by the way. Okay, so now we have our dunce cap stacked. Let's grab our perk. Weapon damage, weapon swap speed, shields reflect, burning lasts. Okay, I mean, I guess we'll just take mag link because it gives us extra weapon damage. Okay, so now we run around. We are at 50% on fast mover. We need to find an acceptable target. It's gonna be that guy at the end of the hallway. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Proc inhaler. 14861. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, guys. That was with a crit, I believe. 1280 something. Okay, so 14841, is that what I said? I need to be really careful not to miss my shots now because we would lose our dunce cap stacks. Okay, we'll make it into the next room with dunce cap. Fire rate, elemental debuffs, magnetic disc. I mean, magnetic disc gives us more damage, I guess. Unlockers. Okay. Here we go. 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%. Where is this guy? That's my target right there. Okay. 3, 2, 1. 1100 with no crit. Not bad. Oh, what is bad is missing that bullet because that resets our dunce cap. That means we're not going to be able to go into the next room with dunce cap stacks. Okay, unfortunate. We only get 40% on our on the next room. Sad. Oh, is that a ion driver? It is. It actually looks like ion driver does way less damage because that's a level 7 sniper and this is a level 4. And we're doing like significantly more damage. So I think crosspoint actually does more. But since we can't reroll the crosspoint anymore, I'm gonna take the iron driver to try to get fire damage. Extra weapon damage, extra movement speed, reload speed, fire rate. That doesn't help with damage. Fire damage, proc just take the extra weapon damage. Nothing good there, unfortunately. Smart rocket, bayonet. Okay, none of those are good. Primary weapon, proc melee weapon. Okay. Alien hand, mark enemies, increasing damage taken. Okay, so we could, in theory. Okay, now it's getting complicated. How long does okay, so for 5 seconds after exiting stealth. So what we can do is we can. All right, I got the plan, guys. So this is the setup. Okay, so at the beginning of the room, we run around, we sprint around, we gain stacks in fast mover. We get an extra 50% damage at max stacks. However, we're not ever going to be able to get that extra 10%. we're only going to be at 40% because we have to be ADSing for at least 1 second to get the extra bonus 100% damage on our shot, right? So this is 40% damage. This is 100% extra. We get 30% damage after leaving stealth for 5 seconds. Extra 50% on consecutive weak point hits. And then with Kaleidoscope, if we kill an enemy with the first shot and it marks enemies within 10 meters of them, we can reload to get our front-loaded bullet back, get Fast Mover back up to 4 stacks, and then fire within 5 seconds, meaning our phase booster is still active. ADS for 1 second, and shoot the enemy that got marked by laser pointer. Is everybody following? Good. Alright. That's how it's gonna work, guys. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, we gotta do this. So this says it does 24 damage, but I don't believe it does. Because it deals increased weak point damage and guarantees critical hits and bullet refund on weak point hits. Which means we have found a way to instantly and always proc our front-loaded bullet, guys. Now I just need to re-roll this into fire damage. Oh my god, it's happening, guys. It's happening! Oh, okay. Okay, don't panic, don't panic, don't panic. Okay, everybody remembers the plan, right? We sprint around, we get our stacks. Okay, so these are going to be our targets here because they're within 10 meters of each other. So we sprint around, we get our stacks of Fast Mover. We get 50%. Then we go to the end of the hallway here. And we shoot... No, we're not going to have a clear line. Okay, we're not going to be able to do it in this room. But the idea would be we shoot this guy, he marks this guy. We've already reloaded because of Headhunter instantly refunds us the bullet, so that we're back to our front loaded. We sprint around, we get back up to 5 stacks. We ADS for 1 second, we shoot the second person. Okay? Okay. Again, we're not going to be able to do it, so let's just kill this guy. 12,592. Is that less than... Didn't we hit like a 15 earlier? Am I crazy? I don't know, I feel like I'm crazy. Alright, unfortunately, we also just missed that last shot because we got bunched into the air, so we just lost our dunce cap stacks. So we gotta build them up again. Extra crit chance, which doesn't really matter because we now have guaranteed crits, but we get Railgunner, which I don't know how this works because charges are consumed when you reload. And I'm not reloading, I'm just getting my bullet refunded to me. So I don't know how that works, but we'll try. We'll see if that works for the Headhunter gun. Oh, okay, we're definitely not doing the plan in this room because it's freaking lightning spiders. Yeah, no. Not happening. Okay, my grenade's not even enough to kill them. This is miserable. Okay, I do need to kill some of them for dunce cap stacks for the next room, though. Okay, we got 4 stacks. And we can see on the bottom middle that we have 4 stacks of rail gunner. That's what it's called, right? Yeah, we have 4 stacks of rail gunner, but I don't... Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to proc this without losing our dunce cap stacks, because we would have to reload, which means we would have to miss a bullet. And if we miss a bullet, then we lose dunce cap. So those two, unfortunately, do not work together with Headhunter. Sad. While your shields are intact, cooldowns are reduced by 15%, but that doesn't increase our damage. Extra weak point damage to burning targets. Okay, okay, okay. But that means we need to shoot them a second time, and we're just killing enemies with 1 bullet. Oh, it's flowers. I was like, what are the enemies in here? Bang! You had more than freaking 1,400 damage? Or 1,400 health? Whoa, how are you not dead? Oh my god. These guys are really annoying for this sniper rifle because it's really hard to hit their weak point. Your weak point, you're okay. You know what? You're just in the ceiling. Okay, I can actually still hit your weak point. There we go. Yeah, I was just in the ceiling. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get our dunce cap stacks here. We're going to be able to get 3, which is not bad. %50 damage on your next shot after killing an enemy with a weak point shot. Bang. Bang, bang. Grenades, grenades. Excess crit chance above 100 boosts crit damage by the overflow. Now, does that apply to Headhunter? Because again, Headhunter is a guaranteed crit. I would think no. So I don't think this item actually does anything for us. So I'm going to reroll. Your first weak point hit per enemy deals plus 75% damage. Oh my god, guys. You're about to see the nastiest damage number you've ever seen. And I am so excited. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we don't have the no, they're all in the frozen block, so we can't even do it. Okay, it's fine. We don't even have our max dunce cap stack, so it's fine. This room's gonna be really freaking awkward to clear though. Because I have to do this, break out of stealth, miss my bullet, aggro all of the zombies in the room, and probably die. I shot somebody by accident there. I did not mean to shoot the guy that I did. Okay, if we play it slow, we can maintain our dunce cap stacks. Because these guys unfreeze and they run in a straight line. So if I just play it really slowly, I can keep all of my stacks. Nice. Okay. So we have our dunce cap stacks. We have our railgunner, but that can't proc. We're front loaded. We're gonna have fast mover. Swapping weapons grants 15% fire rate and 20% damage for 5 seconds. Okay. So if we just swap our weapon at the beginning, right before we fire, we get ascending swap to give us extra damage. For how many seconds? 5. We can do this. We can do this. No! Stop giving me these guys! No! Come on, dude. Ah, the game does not want it. That's so sad. Alright. We have to play this really slowly again. No! What an awful enemy type to get 2 rooms in a row. No! No, dude. Oh, man. That was the build. If we had an enemy in that room that we could have done it on, we would have done so much damage. But we literally can't do it against them. It's impossible to do it against them because they're frozen in ice until they aggro you. No! I'm so sad, man. That was such a fun build. Aww. Man! That was gonna be such a good video, too! Frick! Alright. Let's try again. I'm just so dejected, dude. That was such a fun build. It was so silly, but it was doing so well. This build will never be as fun as that last build. Blitz, Warbringer, Vanguard. Sure. Let's just do the Nova Burst. I think that hit like one guy because I threw in the middle of them. Oh no, I think it did hit everybody. Oh. Okay. Short range, weak point, ammo, elemental, aiming, crit. Oops. I'm gonna reroll. Short range, elemental, long range, weak point. We could run it back. Hip fire, crit. Let's do short range, elemental. We'll do like shotguns. Or SMGs or something like that. Why can you blow those turrets up with grenades? They're supposed to be immune to ranged damage. Kind of weird. Pet leash, elbow pads, food pyramid. Let's do elbow pads. And maybe we'll get like dual SMGs. Secondary weapons proc your primary weapon. Sure, we'll do that. And let's try to pick up an SMG, a secondary. Snapdragon? Sure. It doesn't have an elemental affect on it, but it can proc our primary elemental, chain lightning, at 100% of its own proc rate. Cool. And we enter a room in which we can immediately not use it because all these guys are shielded. Nice. Love it. That's really good. I really enjoy it when the game says, you have a really fun build. Don't use it. Thanks, game. You really know how to treat a woman. Void, Fire, Ironblood. Void helps with grenade damage. Fire helps with weak point damage. Ironblood Engine is just meh. So we'll go for Ironblood Engine. Guys, stop. This is you're pranking me, right? Stop giving me enemies that can only die to melee. Please. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so you can just damage these shield guy with grenades. I don't think you used to be able to do that. I wonder if that's intentional. I wonder if that's intentional or if that's just a bug. Grenades mark enemies. Affix reroll. Extra damage to ranged enemies. Let's go affix reroll. It's always good to get early. I'm fully stuck in a corner. I got absolutely stuck in a corner there, and I'm getting annihilated by these guys. Oh my god, dude. Can we not? Jesus. I never thought these enemies were that bad. Stop! I got stuck again! Oh, that's so annoying. Oh, that's so fucking annoying. I got stuck like 4 different times in that room. Alright, whatever. That legitimately pissed me off. Okay, moving on. Ugh, that was miserable.
This time, I've got it.
Deadzone Rogue giveth, and Deadzone Rogue taketh. Taketh my freaking sanity, dude. Ridiculous. I don't even know what I was getting stuck on. I was just getting stuck like on the bar stools or something. Their hitboxes were huge. I think now that I know the starter pistol can be fired like you know, quote unquote fully automatic. I think starter pistol runs is actually pretty viable. Now that I don't have to go every time I'm clicking the gun. Although it does look like it fires faster if you fire it semi than it does fully automatic. It's kind of funny. Going to Nova Burst. I like this shotgun. It is very satisfying. Again, a headache
Let's take
from me yelling. Rude. Alright, we're going to short range elemental again. Can I shoot this guy through the ceiling? Absolutely not. That's a silly, silly thing to ask. Dude, these guys hit so freaking hard. Oh my god. They like one-shot you. It's insane. What did you drop? It's just a melee weapon, whatever. Movement speed, proc damage, proc chance. We'll just do proc damage since we have short range elemental. Melee weapons, proc primary, ammo surplus, refund damaging shots. Wait, hang on. 10% chance to refund damaging shots. 5% damage per bullet refunded, resetting upon reload or weapon swap. Oh, okay. So that's good for large magazine builds. Let's reroll. Melee weapons, proc secondary weapon, immune to consecutive crits. Your next shot deals 100% damage. Blech. Kind of, oops. Kind of lame start. And then in another freaking room with enemies that I can't shoot. Can we stop, game? Please? I would like to participate in the core mechanic of your game, which is shooting enemies. It's quite boring when you're not able to shoot enemies. Plasma, fire, shield. Let's just go shield optimizer. I want to get psionic. This is a freaking joke, right? Like, honestly, it's a joke. It has to be a joke. I want to shoot the enemies, not melee them. I don't want a melee build. Melee builds are boring. Melee builds are so boring. Alright. Proc chance, movement speed. Take proc chance. What? Oh gosh. Okay. Oh, that just narrowly missed me. There we go. No, I telekinetically punched him away. There we go. All right. Let's keep going. Ghostblade, fire. Oh, combat instincts. Yeah. It's the new perk. Let's do it. Crit damage on weak points. Grenades explode twice. Grenades proc element of your primary, secondary, and melee weapon. Sure. These are not good items. I guess I'll take that. I don't know. These are not good. Nothing about this run has been good so far. I don't even know what kind of build I want to go for. I just smacked that guy in the toe. Just gave him a good old whack in the toe beans. Replenishes ammo. Ammo after dashing. Extra armor. Lame. Oh. This room's kind of obnoxious. Oh my... I did not know this guy had a line of sight on me. Ah! Where'd that guy come from? Where'd you come from? These guys can't move, can they? Oh my god, they move! How did I never know that these guys moved? I literally never knew that they moved. It's kind of funny. Perk orb. We didn't get any of the perks that I wanted. Ow. I wanted to go for a psionic build. I did one the other day when I was playing by myself, while I was doing like, the last stand missions, and it was insane. All of the psionic punch like procs. It was so fun. Swapping weapons, shield, grenade damage. Bro, I just don't care. I just don't care. None of these are fun. None of them are good. Sure. I guess we'll just go for like a never reloading build. Try to get lightning, singularity, psychic. Okay. Rip. Oh my... Okay, it's getting a little bit silly in here. It's getting a little bit wacky. I can't even see anything because the whole room is just covered in acid. How much damage do you think I would take if I step in here? A lot. Okay. Instantly broke all of my shields, by the way. Didn't I take Sparkplug? Yeah, I did. I guess 15% of my magazine is 3 bullets, so that's fair. Yeah, you know? I guess I'll just take this because we can re-roll the damage on it. Reactive marksman. Plus 20% damage beyond 10 meters. While hip firing, minus 20% weapon spread. Every third hit, 5% crit chance for 5 seconds. 5% crit damage for 5 seconds. Interesting. So it rewards you for hip firing a fast fire weapon at long range. Weird. We'll just go Sparksbane because it's a really, really good perk. Even though we don't have lightning damage, it will be good eventually. Oh, hey, my keybinds are back for the barrels. How'd that happen? How did I get my keybinds back for the barrels? That's so weird. Ow. There's somebody shooting me in the butt. Ow. Okay, so I cannot dash fast enough to keep up with the magazine size on this gun. Good to know. I kept up there. Kind of weird. Did not keep up there. There we go. What am I doing? I'm so lost. Melee swing speed gives fast mover, barbed. Whew, excuse me. Sure. Take pesticide spray. Great, these guys again. Ow, dude, they hurt so bad. They're like the cleaner bots because they like lead the shots on you, I think. Like that's the only explanation that I have for why they absolutely destroy me. Why am I... What do I have that is making me not have to reload? Oh, it's liquid oxidizer. That's what it is. I was like, why do I not have to reload on these guys? Okay. Moving on. Perk or precision protocol. 20% damage beyond 10 meters while aiming, minus 20% recoil, consecutive hits, give 5% weak point damage, max 25%. Interesting. 20% damage within 10 meters, hipfire kills within 10 meters, refund 15% magazine, and give 5% fire rate for 10 seconds. Ooh. It's a really good, it's a really good perk. It's too bad we just don't have a build to use it. Sure. Can I get a lightning, please? The Warbringer has it, but I don't like the Warbringer. Okay, I will use the Warbringer. I'm sorry for questioning you. Bonus synergy unlocked. Yeah, I don't like the Warbringer ever since they like changed the recoil on it. But it's an LMG, which means our spark plug does really good with it. And it has lightning, obviously, so beggars can't be choosers. Beggars cannot be choosers. Extra damage to elites. Sure. Alright, well we've effectively made it so that I never have to reload, which is nice. I remember back in my day, you had to try pretty hard to make a build where you didn't have to reload. And it was very fun. Beyond 10 meters while hip firing gives extra crit. Let's try it. Now it's like there's so many items that just make it so that you don't have to reload. Kind of crazy. Oh, that's a pain. Yeah, the recoil on this gun is really hard to manage, especially hip firing from a range. Oh, you're there. I was like, what am I looking for? Alright. Quick load adapter does nothing for us. Jackpot, shock absorber. I'll just take magnetic disc. Lightning collar. I've never done lightning collar actually. Every 8 seconds over 15 meters, proc lightning bolt and shocked enemies. We'll try it, I guess. Just because I've never gotten this perk synergy before. Another Warbringer. Don't want it. No, sorry. Let's go over here to start. Yeah, we just gotta watch out for all the mind goblin ghosts that are gonna be spawning as we kill these guys. Okay. Lightning melee weapon, sure. Gives an extra elemental proc chance. I guess we'll take that. Extra crit.
Let's take a look.
I've already got all the logs, so I don't need to look at them anymore. Extra crit damage to shock targets within 10 meters while aiming. Extra movement speed, stagger chance to weak point hits within 10 meters. Okay. Ugh. I hate these guys. What just blew up? Oh, the barrel behind me. It's like, there shouldn't be anything in this room that can shoot me with explosives. Alright. I'm not really noticing the lightning caller. Maybe it's just because I'm killing enemies too quickly. I don't know. Extra magazine capacity. Color coordinator. We don't really need the extra magazine capacity because we're just never reloading. So, I'll take smelling salts. Ow. Ow. There's just a lot of damage numbers on my screen that I don't really understand what's happening, so I'm just kind of firing into the crowd and hoping something good happens. And it did. Nice. Hip fire kills within 10 meters, refund magazine, and get fire rate. We'll just do this because it gives fire rate. That's some pretty nice damage. Movement speed, meter, sure. Oh, this is the last room. This is the last room. Oh, there you are. I was like, where? Oh, I got stuck again. This room is awful. Like, I actively hate this room. I feel like I get stuck on so many things. Oh, this is gonna get ugly. This is about to get ugly really fast with all the force ghosts running at me. I'm in a corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Alright. That was pretty good. Exit mission. Sweet. So that awards us with the ability to re-roll an item orb selection. Gives us Chromatic Cells perk, which gives extra elemental damage, and applying an elemental debuff with a 30% chance to apply an additional elemental debuff. And some weapon skins. Sweet. Not bad. Not bad.
I'll keep trying.
Alrighty, I think that is going to do it for tonight's stream, though. I am quite tired, and like I said, I do need to get ready for work tomorrow and shower and all that stuff. So I cannot stay up very late. We'll say hi
Hello
politely.
again, my friend.
Oops, I forgot I made it full screen. Alrighty. So thank you everybody for hanging out with me tonight. I know we typically don't stream on Sundays, but wanted to throw in a stream here at the end of the weekend while we're getting prepped for the week. So appreciate you hanging out with me. Next stream will likely be tomorrow, and we will see what we will play. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to give it a peek. I don't know. But with that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day or your night, wherever it is you are, and I will see you again in the next stream. See you, everybody. Thank you.